You're looking at the venue for tonight's U.S. presidential debate, the National Constitution Center in Philadelphia. Kamala Harris and Donald Trump will appear on the same stage for the first and quite possibly the only time in this campaign. And we will carry it live for you here on CBC News Network. Harris arrived in Philadelphia yesterday. The area is home to voters who could be key to deciding the election. Polling forecasts suggest that the candidate who wins Pennsylvania will likely win the White House. Tens of millions of Americans are expected to watch tonight, but just a fraction of that number in a handful of states are in a position to decide the election. And that makes them the campaign's key audience for the debate. The CBC's Caroline Bargut is with us live from Washington. So, Caroline, we saw what happened after the debate between Joe Biden and Donald Trump. How big is this moment for Kamala Harris and Donald Trump?
It's a big one. In fact, it could be a make it or break it moment for Kamala Harris and Donald Trump because they are neck and neck in the polls. The latest New York Times Siena poll has Donald Trump at 48% and Kamala Harris at 47%. The latest CNN poll has Harris in the lead. She's at 49% and Trump is at 48%. This is also a chance for Harris to define herself to the American voters, who she is as a person, who she is as a candidate, and letting them know that she has what it takes and is capable of being the president of the United States. Now, Trump and his team have been trying to define her for the past several weeks. They've been calling her weak. They say that she is a progressive, and they are blaming the problems at the U.S.-Mexico border on her. Here is his daughter-in-law, Laura Trump. She was speaking to CNN this morning.
I think that many people already know who Donald Trump is, and they can harken back to how their life felt when he was in office. And so he's prepared for this debate. He's ready for tonight, and he's ready to talk about why your life was better when he was in office, and why would you want to vote for 4 more years of what we're in right now, which is what you're going to get with Kamala Harris.
Laura Trump is also the co-chair of the Republican National Committee.
And Caroline, some viewers watch debates for a defining moment. So what are some of the issues that could be the catalyst for that?
There are many, but the number one issue for American voters is the economy. So we expect that to be front and center in the debate tonight. We also expect to hear about abortion rights and where they stand on that issue, as well as the Israel-Gaza war and immigration, specifically the U.S.-Mexico border. Now, it'll be interesting to see what position each candidate takes on all those issues, whether they can stay on message and if they get under each other's skin. Now, Maura Healey is the governor of Massachusetts. She was on CNN this morning. Here's a bit of what she had to say.
Well, look, I think Kamala Harris knows exactly what she needs to do tonight, and that's to spell out the very different vision that she and Donald Trump have for this country. Kamala Harris, as people will see tonight, is for you. She's for the American people. Donald Trump is only for himself.
It's interesting to note that the mics will be muted in this debate tonight. So when Harris is speaking, Trump's mic will be muted and vice versa. Now, Harris's team tried to push hard to get ABC to change those rules, but ABC stuck by it and said, no, the mics will stay muted just like they were at the CNN debate with Biden and Trump. So we'll see tonight whether or not that impacts either candidate's responses and how it goes tonight.
Caroline, thank you. Caroline Bargut in Washington.
Thanks.
Another look at the National Constitution Center in Philadelphia, where that debate will get underway tonight. And a reminder that our extensive coverage on CBC News Network begins at 8:30 Eastern with Chief Correspondent Adrian Arsenault hosting a pre-debate special. And at 9, we will simulcast the ABC News presidential debate, followed by a special edition of The National afterwards. Much more.